In this video, I want to talk about how a rebounder can help you heal from toxic mold illness and why I wish I knew about it sooner. I'm Angela Gasper and I had toxic mold illness. With that came a series of 10 plus diagnoses, including autoimmune disease, fibromyalgia, and even cancer. I have reversed them all. I have healed from them all by dealing with the toxic mold illness. And so why a rebounder? First off, do you deal with chronic pain? If you are struggling with toxic mold illness, I bet you're dealing with chronic pain and chronic fatigue. Is that true? Put it in the comments. I'm curious because that was my story. And maybe your story is not the same, but I would love to hear. What is your biggest battle with toxic mold illness? The reason why with toxic mold illness, we deal with the chronic pain, the chronic fatigue, the brain fog, is because that mold is able to infiltrate into our lymph. So our lymph system is a system that's intertwined right directly under our skin, but it goes actually throughout our entire body, and it goes along with our blood vessels. It's a detoxification pathway. When it's clogged up with toxic mold, it makes us stiff. It makes us feel old. Like, when I was 30, I felt like I was 80. I moved like I was in my 90s. It took me 5 minutes to get up a flight of stairs. It took me a long time just to compose a thoughtful statement because of the brain fog. My entire body was sluggish. Hey, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you're absolutely being blessed. I also have a free You're Made to Heal roadmap that I would really like to get you. These are the exact steps I took for healing from toxic mold illness. And I want you to have the healing also. We don't have to stay sick. So please comment map below and I'll send it right over to you. You are made to heal. What the rebounder does is it allows your body to, if you just lightly bounce up and down, maybe move your arms, it allows that lymph to move because the lymph, being a detoxification pathway, does not have a pump. Even though it flows along with your blood vessels have a pump, our heart, but the lymph does not. So movement is key, but when you're dealing with toxic mold illness, movement makes you sick. So with mold illness, you're kind of in a, like, do you move or do you not move? Do you exercise or do you not exercise? You'll hear people tell you you're sick because you're not exercising enough, or you're gaining weight because you're not exercising enough, you're not moving enough. Well, with mold illness, you can't exercise because it actually makes you sicker. You're circulating the toxins in your body. But if you rebound just 3 minutes a day, you're just lightly pumping that lymph. You're gently moving those toxins for 3 minutes a day. And so you're getting it to flow out of your body and allowing your body to heal. You're not overwhelming it by doing a half hour or an hour. You're just simply 3 minutes a day, or you could do it a couple times throughout the day. And you'll notice that your body starts to free up. You're able to move better, more freely. You're going to feel a sense of happiness, a sense of energy, just by getting on it and moving your arms, moving your legs, bending your knees, and bouncing up and down. You're going to start to think clear. It's an absolute game changer when you bring this rebounder into your mold healing plan. Now, what rebounder to use? I'm going to put in the notes a few rebounders that I've raised that I believe are good choices, but don't get overly hung up on it. You can see here, mine's like all falling apart. This was a hand-me-down. Someone gave me. It is not super flexible, but it still has helped. I'm pretty sure it's probably from like Walmart or Meijer. but it still has helped. It still helped move my lymph and change the trajectory of my healing progress. So don't get hung up on spending a whole lot of money on a rebounder, mini trampoline. Just grab whatever you can afford and just start. Just start moving. There isn't even a point where I didn't have a rebounder that I would just bounce up and down for 5 minutes before bed. And I felt so much better. I felt like a burden was taken off my body. It's really hard to explain, but the reason why we get stiff as we age is because our lymph, this detoxification system, we've heard of our liver, we've heard of our kidneys, we've heard of our colon, but many times we don't talk about the lymph system. The lymph system is what helps keep our body free moving. So like when we get stuck shoulders, stuck elbows, stuck knees, painful knees, our hips, a lot of times that's our lymph needing to be cleared out. Or like a edema, our lymph is stuck. It needs to get cleaned out in order for us to start getting that flexibility back. Youthfulness has a flexibility to it. And as we age, we tend to lose that, but we can keep that by moving our lymph. Also, I kind of mentioned this earlier, but weight gain, especially if you're in a toxic mold environment, a black mold environment, weight gain can be because our lymph is stuck. So if you can just implement what you can do on a rebounder or trampoline every single day, 3 minutes, start there. Actually, start with a minute and be happy with that. Set a timer. I use my Apple Watch. Set a timer and do it for a minute. And then move up to 3 minutes. And then eventually move up to 5 minutes. And then maybe move up to doing it twice a day. And you'll start to notice you're feeling better. You're feeling lighter. You can move. I can remember when I found techniques to help start moving my lymph, my fascia, getting it all unclogged. The feeling of being able to move freely again was absolutely amazing. So highly encourage you, maybe go into Walmart, maybe look on Facebook Marketplace. Well, I probably wouldn't do that because you don't want one that's moldy. So if someone lives in a moldy house, it's going to be in this plastic. It's going to get in this foam. It's going to get on this springboard. So you probably don't want to go on Facebook Marketplace unless you know you're purchasing from someone who doesn't live in a moldy home. But maybe you can get a hand-me-down from someone who's not using theirs. Or maybe check out what Walmart has. Check out what Meijer has. I haven't looked in the sports section lately, so I don't know what they have. But spend the $25, the $30 to get a mini trampoline. You won't regret it. You'll discover that it's very, very helpful for clearing out the mold and feeling better. Always remember, you were purposefully designed by God. You were given His image. That means He gave you His DNA. So, like if you have a child, they have your DNA. They aren't you, but they're like you. They have likenesses of you. You have likenesses of God. You have a purpose. And I don't believe it's to be sick. I believe it's to be a light of Christ, a light for Him. So keep going. Oh, and one more thing. He gave you His mind. He gave you the mind of Christ. So as long as we've received Him and we're walking with Him, we're getting to know Him, we're going to have the mind of Christ and we've got His image. You've got the ability to heal. He gave you the ability to heal. This is not your forever. Keep going. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you're absolutely blessed. But I also have a free You're Made to Heal roadmap that I would really like to get you. These are the exact steps I took for healing from toxic mold illness. I want you to have the healing also. We don't have to stay sick. So please comment map below and I'll send it right over to you. You were made to heal.